Booster boxes. Are they a collectible? Are they a rippable? Yes, I made the word up. What is your opinion on booster boxes? 2-3 years ago, I was the guy ripping a case of booster boxes every 2 months. Every time a set released or any time I just got bored, I would buy a case of booster boxes for $500 and I would rip them. How do you think I got so much bulk behind me? Just from ripping cases of booster boxes because it was fun. No one really talked about how they were a limited supply, right? They weren't short printed, they were constantly being put on the market. You could go on Pokemon Center or GameStop or Walmart at any given time and just buy a case of them. But now they are so scarce that the market continues to not be able to supply enough for the demand. Whether it's rip and shippers, whether it's people putting them on shelves, people putting them in closets, nobody really knows the answer as to why the booster box numbers are depleting, other than the fact that Pokemon Center doesn't seem to be reproducing any more booster boxes outside of the initial wave of releases. So it gets very interesting when you start talking about investing. Is it feasible to continue to invest in Scarlet and Violet or Mega Evolutions or whatever comes after it, right? Because you're looking at the price points. Back in Sword and Shield, all of your booster boxes you could get at $80. You could get the early Scarlet and Violet booster boxes for $80. A prime example right now, it's not a booster box, but a UPC is $151. The UPCs are up to $980 on eBay and TCG Player. I bought a case of those for $80 a piece not even 2 years ago, and I ripped them. So you're telling me I ripped $400 in product, but if I had saved it, I would have $4,500 right now? That's just insanity, right? So everybody's starting to look at it as, oh, I got a booster box case. I'm going to keep it in a shelf. So if you start looking at paying attention to the market and actually looking at the data of what is on eBay, what is on TCG Player, it's very limited quantities. I'm going to start this video by talking about Mega Evolutions booster boxes. Personally, and again, I just talked about how people hoard them in the closet, right? I have 2 cases of Mega Evolutions booster box cases, the enhanced version. One of them I made a boo-boo purchase on eBay that I don't want to talk about. It was an auction that I did at 2 o'clock in the morning that, yeah, we're not going down that rabbit hole. But, so I, obviously, because I'm invested in it, I keep up with the market. So today, as I was kind of glancing at, what should I make a video on today? Should it be around investments? Should it be around Mega Evolutions? I just started kind of clicking and playing, and for the enhanced booster boxes of Mega Evolutions, have you looked at the quantity that's available on TCG Player? Now, obviously, there's still going to be some on eBay, but I haven't got a chance to dive into eBay's data. It's a lot more complex, all that fun stuff, right? So on TCG Player, the current quantity is 993. That doesn't include the 110 boxes that aren't English that are on there, and that doesn't include the fact that one single seller has 767 booster boxes that are listed. I'm not kidding. One seller has 767 of the quantity of 993. So again, you take out the 100, I'm just going to easy math it, right? You take out the 100 for non-English boxes, you take out the 750 for that one seller, that's 850 of your 993 booster boxes on the market. So you're telling me there's 150 booster boxes that are available for purchase? Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I believe that one seller has 760 booster boxes. That's a lot of money. You could retire on 767 booster boxes. That is just bananas to me. I'm scrolling down here so I can get you the name if you're curious. Trading Card World is the name of the place, and I was wrong. I was doing it off memory. It's not 767, it's 787. So you tell me one seller has 787 booster boxes. There is no way in hell somebody has that many. Shit, sell them for market retire. 300 bucks a piece. I'm not doing that math, but that's a lot. You get my point, right? That is a lot of money that's just sitting there at $350. So you tell me, are we in a shortage of Mega Evolutions Enhanced booster boxes? And I didn't glance at this, but I glanced at it because it's on my screen right in front of me. Another store, Just a Hobby, has 43 booster boxes. So between those two, you have 830 of your 900 and some odd boxes. Again, not including your 100 for Japanese. There's not many on the market, guys. It's about to get really interesting, I think. But same with not the enhanced, just the regular ones. Their quantity is rapidly decreasing. So the question I have for you is, are you paying attention to booster boxes? I'm not just talking Mega Evolutions. I'm not talking Destined Rivals, because everybody's paying attention to Destined Rivals, right? Destined Rivals is bananas. Are you watching Surging Sparks? Are you watching Temporal Forces? Are you watching X, Y, and Z, right? Phantasmal Flames, again, it's on a friggin' tear right now. $340 a booster box, and it hasn't even been out a year yet. That's insanity to me. I will never understand it, or the market we're in right now. Again, full disclosure, I'm benefiting from it, right? We all know I bought cases of Destined Rivals. I have the cases of Mega Evolutions. I don't have any Ascended Heroes. I don't have any Phantasmal Flames. I don't have the funds to put into those, right? So I'm missing the boat. And that, again, perfectly okay. You do what your financial situation warrants and allows you to do. However, if we start looking at Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, the sets that are being released in the near future, they're not the greatest sets according to every one of you online, right? I'll be honest, I haven't dug deep into them to see if I like them or not. I'll dive into them when they get closer, kind of thing. I'm more focused on market data at this time. But that brings up a great point. If those sets come out and they're not great, what's the market going to do? Personally, I think you're going to see less booster boxes of Mega Evolutions, Phantasmal Flames. I don't think people are just going to stop enjoying the hobby all of a sudden if these sets are not as great as like everyone thinks, right? So I encourage you, pay attention. Pay attention to Scarlet Violet. Pay attention to Sword and Shield, what's on the market. Yes, the prices of Sword and Shield are asinine, minus Battle Styles, but who wants Battle Styles? I don't. I don't own any of that. Full disclosure, I don't own any Sword and Shield anymore. I got rid of those positions to put it into other positions. Destined Rivals, mainly. Anywho, if you've made it this long into the video, thanks for being here. I hope this content was informative to you. And if you are new here and you're still around, my name is Sam with Loomis Card Craze. And I look forward to seeing the next videos. Thanks for being here, guys.